Libra, it's Rose from Psychic Readings with Rose, here to bring you your June 2023 Psychic Tarot card reading for your Sun sign, your Moon sign, your Rising sign, and your Venus sign in Libra. So, in the recent past regarding your current energy, we have the Moon in the reverse. So, this is generally like a Cancer card, a card of the sign of Cancer. We are ruled by the Moon. Many of you know I tell you all the time I have my sun in Cancer and my rising in Cancer. But in this reading, Libra, unless you have Cancer in a significant point in your chart, which I think many of you do, whether it's in your Moon, whether it's your Sun and your Venus, it will apply differently to all of you, of course, as this is a general reading. With the Moon in reverse, it generally means that you found something out on around the full moon. Not exactly on the full moon or around it, on the full moon on June 3rd. This moon was very transformative. It was in the sign of Sagittarius. And as you know, if you follow Tarot, there are many major arcana cards that are the sign of Sagittarius, like the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, to name a few. Right? And we know that Sagittarius is a fire sign. So this was a very fiery, transformative energy. And I feel like you guys found out something in regards to love, whether you're partnered up, whether you recently broke up with someone. It will apply differently to all of you. As I said, this is a general reading. I like to always remind you guys that time is fluid, and I believe in divine timing, and whenever you receive this message, it will be the right time for you to hear this message. So my beautiful Libras, many of you are experiencing confusion in what you just found out and the way that somebody was behaving. Now, for many of you ladies who date men, it was a man who is could have been a water sign, could have been a fire sign. I'm getting water or fire here for this man. And I want to really stress how common this is, and I want to also stress how wrong this is. This is a love spell, okay? Now, maybe it was done to the person that you were dating, and it has some kind of domination energy to it. So it wasn't only just a love spell done on your person, it was also a domination, love and domination spell to kind of get this person to be with not with you and with somebody else. And I'm really sorry to say that, but as a tarot card reader for many years, and learning about energy and what people do to manifest what they want with their ceremonies, which I strongly believe in ceremonial magic for the good and for protection of myself, my family, my loved ones, etc., etc., for prosperity, abundance, good health, fertility, peace. I know that there are people that do a lot of rituals against others' free will to take what's not theirs because they're just pure evil, or they're jealous, or they have maybe something from their past life that they recognize in you or that person, where they feel like they have to be with that person. But for many of you, like I said, if this for women dating men, I feel like you were dating a man and then he just kind of like disappeared, and you found out something was done. And you need to let me know in the comments how you found this out. But I feel it was around the 3rd of June where you found out that he's being dominated and controlled from a love spell and domination spell from a third party. Okay? For men who date men, it's the same scenario still applies. It is a person who is dominated and controlled by a third party. I feel that this was many of you are going to understand that this was paid for by another practitioner who did this for their clients. And for many of you will find out that the person who is interested in your current partner or partner who has estranged from you did this on their own. It will play out differently. If you want to hone in on this, which I feel this is very important to discuss and to understand that people do this and how to rid this from you and how not to be a victim of this and how not to get afraid or be too overly concerned with this, because this is very common. It is somewhat disturbing, but people have done this for years and years. People have done rituals and spells, whatever you want to call it, to take what's not theirs and make it theirs. And that only comes back to haunt them in the end. But for the sake of karmic justice, Libra, and how you guys are, which I absolutely love you guys, how you are like warriors of justice, especially when it comes to karma, this just doesn't sit right with you, okay? So for many of you, you knew this was coming, and you were ignoring your intuition. Many of you knew this was coming and you're finding out who the practitioner and who did this, or the person who did this, you're finding out about it. Finding out about something being placed against your will or a loved one's will is what I like to call 30% of healing, is just the knowing. For many of you, it will be 50%. For many of you, 75%. It depends how grounded in your energy and how pure your intentions are, and how you're connected to source, spiritually, emotionally, mind, body, spirit, soul, believing in faith, having faith, operating from a higher frequency, knowing that love is the highest frequency. Taking care of you and yours, and not seeking, waking up in the world and waking up whenever you wake up and saying, you know what, today I'm going to, mess with somebody's free will. No, that's not the type of person that I would want to be associated with. And that's not who I'm speaking to either. That's not my audience here. So Libra, I just want to let you know that, like I said, 30% is knowing. I also said that I would really love to discuss this further with you. So if you want to contact me, go into my About section and you can send me an email and we can take it from there, okay? So like I said, you have the moon in reverse in the recent past regarding your energy. I'm sorry for the outside noise. I am outside recording this as I am feeling ascension symptoms again, but I keep going, moving forward, doing these readings for you guys because I love you guys so much, and I love this craft. I love the tarot, and I love what I do, and I love giving you this information to help you navigate this world that we live in, and how to make the best out of your life, and how to take back your free will and take back your power. Okay? So here in the current position, we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So like I said, for many of you, this will be your energy. Okay? If you are priestesses, which many of you are priestesses, maybe you just don't know it. Okay? Many of you are intuitive, and you're psychic, and you're healers, and you're nurturers, and that's why you're here. And thank you for being here with me. The High Priestess in the reverse can be you, Libra, especially if you have Pisces rising or Pisces moon or Pisces in your Venus. You're super psychic and you're down on yourself, and this can apply to my men too, and also my women dating women too. Okay, but it is a female that did this. Okay, this is not a male that did this. A female did this to a male. For some of you, like I said again, this is the High Priestess in reverse, is yourself being down on yourself, that you didn't follow your intuition. You didn't pay attention to the signs from spirit, your guides, your spiritual core, your ancestors, your goddesses, those who you go to for guidance beyond the veil. Maybe even your practitioner. You did not listen to your practitioner, and now you are upset with yourself. For some of you, your practitioner is upset for you, okay, and wants to help you. For many of you, you're finding out who this dark worker is, and I will say it again, you are finding out who this dark worker is, and you are clearing yourself of that energy, of the spell, taking back your free will, and taking back what's yours. Okay? So let's just sit with that for a second as we move forward. So in the future position, we have the King of Cups in the upright position, which is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces man. Since we are in June, we are currently in Gemini season when I'm recording this. Like I said, whenever you watch this, it'll be the right time to hear these messages. It can be in Cancer season when you listen to this, and that's fine too. Cancer season starts around the 21st, 22nd of June, okay? And the King of Cups is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So what I'm strongly feeling, my higher self, my guides are telling me that your man will be returning to you at the end of June, okay? Because the spell did not work and the domination did not work. If someone is truly not meant to be with somebody, the spell will backfire against that practitioner or that person who placed this domination, quote unquote, love spell, whatever you want to call it. That's not love to me. That's control and domination and narcissism and ego and fear. And the King of Cups doesn't have any of those qualities in him when he's upright. No, he does not. He is a good man. He is a stable man. He is a good provider. He is a lover. He is romantic. He is nurturing. All the good qualities that you want in a good man. Like I said, gender being fluid. Okay, so women who date women, this can be your female counterpart that's returning to you, okay? But for many of you heterosexual females, this is your man returning to you. Now, some of you have been married to this man for quite some time. Some of you have been dating this man for quite some time. Some of you were just starting to date this person. And he's returning to you because you're a good soul. And this was a lesson to never doubt your intuition ever again, or never to doubt your practitioner. As a practitioner, I am devoted to my clients and to making them happy and to really, really try to make them understand that we're all capable of these beautiful gifts, okay? We are more than just these bodies. Our souls are infinite and our souls are pure. Some souls are not that pure, but that's not the ones who I'm talking to. And if I'm speaking to somebody who is cross-watching for a Libra and seeing how this Libra is doing because maybe you're checking on your spell because you wanted that person's man, you have lost. You have lost and your spell has backfired. And I hope that you've learned your lesson and you walk in grace and you ask for forgiveness and you forgive yourself and you move forward and you do not do that again. And maybe you want to understand the law of karma. Maybe you were raised this way where this was part of your heritage and your lineage, where doing a lot of ceremonial magic is a custom. That's very common. But we don't take what's not ours, right? We ask for blessings to make our lives better, to make ourselves happy, to make our loved ones happy. Not to take a happy couple or a new relationship or possibilities of a rekindling of a marriage or a long-term partnership. We don't interfere in that just to take that person, because it will come back to haunt that person. So whoever I'm speaking to hopefully many that this is resonating with, that love and domination are not the same thing. Not at all. So I'm very happy for your females that your man is coming back to you and that you're finding out who your enemies are and you're moving forward and you're learning how to protect your energy. I apologize for the noise again. Like I said, I'm outside trying to deal with these ascension symptoms as best as I can, and I'm really liking doing the readings out here. And I know you're not seeing my face right now, but I will be back. So yeah, the advice and the message from Spirit is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So that tells me that a candle was done, and the candle either went out and wouldn't relight, or the candle in the glass, the 7-day glass candles that you can find anywhere, it probably was full of all black soot. I'm actually seeing red soot, and I don't know what that is, but it's probably some other herb or resin that was used in this ritual to make it stronger, like dragon's blood resin or incense. It didn't work. So whatever spell was cast against another person's free will, and your free will too, because if this person is supposed to be with you and this person was taken from you, then that's messing with your happiness. So whoever did this is going to pay for two people's hearts being broken, and that's just the way it is. We can't escape karma. So always do good, and moving forward, find your people, find your tribe. Know that your man is returning. Know that your person is returning to you. And these things do happen. It's just how this world is. The energy is manipulated constantly. And so I'm seeing a candle that either refused to relight and could not be used, and I'm also seeing some resin and some incense, maybe some offerings. Not really sure what the offerings were. I don't think it was anything significant. This looks like something that was done as a ritual, but it didn't have much support in it because it was not supported by the divine. So this spell backfired onto the practitioner as well as the person. Now sometimes practitioners will do a ritual for a client because the client is unhappy, and let's say they broke up with their boyfriend, and they feel that there's a chance to get them back together, and the practitioner will do a card reading or whatever and see if the man or the female has told the other person that they love them and they are in love with them. Okay, and if that is so, then it is okay to do a candle for that love to come back to you, or to ask your ascended masters, your angels, your guides, to send you the one that is for you, if that person that you think is for you is not. This way you're not messing with anyone else's free will, and you're not stopping anyone from having a rebirth. You are just simply asking for your happiness. Okay, so you're asking for a blessing, okay, so that you're not doing anything wrong. But many people don't ask those questions, and they just do it because they want to get paid, and that's very common, but that's not very long lasting. Usually what happens is that person will get that person for a short period of time, and then they will lose interest, and then they will find somebody else, and then that spell will stay there, and years down the road, the person who initiated or requested the spell will pay for that, even though their life is so great and so happy. You don't know what can happen, okay, because it's karma, and it's not when you think it's going to happen. It's when the universe wants it to happen. So it's very reassuring to know that if you do good things and you walk the path of righteousness, that good karma will come to you. And whoever is truly meant to be there with you in life as your partner, as your forever, as your twin flame, as your soulmate, will come back to you, and all will be okay. But you have to believe, and you have to know how to ground and protect your energy moving forward. There's been so much going on astrologically with this world, and so many changes that we can blame it on the planetary alignments. We can look at our natal charts. We can, look at our rising sign, our moon sign, our horoscope. All of that is all good. It's a beautiful, beautiful amount of information that really resonates with my mind, body, spirit. I love astrology, and I love learning about the planets and the retrogrades and the eclipses and the new moon, full moon, which I know very well, the energies of the moon. But it's good to know that sometimes the powers that be and the planets of the universe and the gods and goddesses, one God in many forms, right? I always say, whatever you believe, as long as it's of the light. I'm not here to discuss your beliefs. I'm here to just give you some guidance and help you navigate through life, knowing that not everyone is always having your best interest at heart, and people will do whatever it takes at whatever cost to others just to get what they want. But that's not happening here for you, Libra. You're getting your person back, and there's nothing more you need to do other than just be wiser and take back your power and be blessed, because the universe has blessed you with the person that truly loves you. So if you made it to the end of this video and you like what I had to say, please click the subscribe button. Please like, please share. And I will see you next month. Many blessings.